Okay. Good afternoon, good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are listening. Welcome aboard to the YouTube channel. This is the TradeWise YouTube channel, and this is Emmanuel. Yeah. First, I want to welcome everybody to the channel once again. So today I'll be doing a quick, or should I say, an updated review on the OFP TVS, or the inconsistency rule, the maximum inconsistency rule that I believe has been affecting a few number of traders. Now, some of you have always been contacting me, and you would always ask questions like, this is the type of trader I am. I'm a swing trader, I'm a scalper, I'm a long-term trader. How do I manage? How should I manage this account I intend getting? Now, first of all, I want to go ahead and appreciate every single one of you that has been supporting us, signing up with our registration link, and a few of you also went ahead to purchase accounts for which we were giving commissions for. So I want to appreciate every one of you for supporting this very channel. Yeah. So I would be doing more and more review videos, not just about OFP, but for other prop firms. Feel free to comment them, or should I say put them down in the comment. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you are OG, an old time member, welcome to the channel. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and follow, or turn on the post notification to actually get information about every new video. So yeah, without further ado, I will be dividing this video into two sections by the account types, mainly on the withdrawals. So we'll be starting from the monthly withdrawals, and then we'll be moving on to the bi-weekly withdrawal accounts, and then finally to the on-demand accounts. And on this video, I will be working with a fixed risk to reward and a fixed number of days, but I'll try as much as possible to show you the win rate you should aim for within a certain number of trades. Now, I'm not talking about number of days. Or should I say, I'm talking about number of days actually, because when you're working with OFP, you are not planning for each trade. You are planning for each day. Okay, so I'm working with a day, a fixed number of trading days. Okay, now with the way we are going to be making the calculations, each winning day has a particular risk amount, and each losing day has a particular risk amount. Or should I say, winning days have particular reward amount, and losing days have particular risk amounts. And I believe if you can trade like this on OFP, you should be very fine. Okay, if you can have a certain risk and a certain reward you work with, don't have your reward or your risk just flying around all over the place. If you're somebody that just targets 2:1, 3:1, 4:1, and you are actually targeting it, not trying to catch those runners, you should be very fine with OFP. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Then again, as you should know, the name is overview funding program, but I prefer calling it OFP instead of calling it the OFP funding program. Yeah, you're just saying overview funding program. Well, then again, subscribe guys, please subscribe so you don't miss out on new info. Now moving on to the first one, we'll be starting the monthly accounts, and I'll be using $100,000 account for every single example that I'll be making. And yeah, so for this risk to reward we'll be working with will be the 1:4. It will be the same on every single account we're going to be calling out. So with this, it means that we are going to be risking a said amount and targeting to make times 4 of that very amount. Now next up, for our total number of total trading days, or it will be 20. So this is 20 trading days, 20 different days that you traded. It doesn't matter if it happened in a month, or it happened in 2 months, or it happened in 3 months. But I always give an advice to plan for more days. Okay, I'm just giving you a certain number you need for 20 days, or should I say 20 trading days. So let's go. Okay, so now for these very accounts, for this particular account, this is the monthly account. The monthly payout, 80% profit split. Mind you, the profit split does not affect the TVS. So for that, we are going to be working with one particular profit split. Profit split only affects the amount of or should I say the cost you will purchase the account at. Okay, it doesn't really affect the TVS. just as in the same way, the leverage is the same, and I think the type of account, either dollar or euro, doesn't matter as well. So okay, so on this very account, we will be needing 50% win rate. Okay, risking $100 and targeting 1:4, you'll be needing a 50% win rate. So that means that in your 20 trading days, you must try as much as possible to lose 10 days and win 10 days. With this, you should wrap up the month with about $3,000 in profits, and you should be able to withdraw. Okay, now it doesn't matter what your risk to reward is, but I'll tell you, try as much as possible to shoot for at least 1:4 or 1:3. Okay, 1:4 or 1:3, but the calculations made here are specifically for 1:4. If you can do higher, then your chances of getting a payout would even be somewhat a little more easier. But for every calculation I'll be doing here, it will be for 1:4. Now the next account we'll be going for will be the 80% profit split with 8% max drawdown. Last one was 6% max drawdown. On this, we're still working with 1:4, 20 trading days, and then the win rate for this one will be 40%. Okay, you don't need to work too much, so that means that out of your 20 trading days, you can lose 12 days and just win 8 days, and you should end the month with roughly $2,000, and you should be able to withdraw. Okay, moving on, for the next account, you would be needing roughly 37.5%. This is the 80% profit split with the 10% max drawdown. This is a monthly plan now, and this comes with the 25% consistency score. So with this, you would need roughly, either you get 4 winning trades straight on a row. If you get 4 winning trades on a row, you should be able to withdraw, or you just have to target roughly a win rate of 37%, 37.5, which will be 12.5 losses and then roughly 7.5 winning trades. With this, you should wrap up the month with roughly 1,775, and you will be able to withdraw. Calculations for different accounts would always be different, so feel free to take the risk and actually calculate with the numbers you have here. You should know the amount you're trying to risk on your very account. Take it, let's say your account you're risking $10, then you want to do 10 times 12.5, depending on the account you want to get, and then 10 times 7.5. This will give you a particular target to work towards at every given day you come to the chart. Okay, then for the next account we'll be working for now is the bi-weekly payouts. And the bi-weekly payout, as you know, is you'll be getting your account after 2 weeks of trading. So the first one is the 80% profit split with the 6% max drawdown, and on this one you would need a win rate of 47%, same risk of $100, and you would have to entertain a loss of roughly 11.6. okay, and then your total win should be roughly 9.4. okay, 9.4. So that means you are permitted to have a total loss for the month of 1,060, and the maximum winning of, or should I say minimum winning of, 3,760. Now you can do more on the winning side, but the losses, what you're seeing here, is the maximum you should entertain to avoid missing out, unless you want to trade for 2 months or for 3 months. Now moving on, if you can schedule to work for 2 months, you should be fine. But then again, for those of us that want to withdraw on a monthly basis, this calculation is actually for you. So for the 8% max drawdown, you need 43% win rate this time around. And then for this, that means you can entertain a $1,140 loss and a maximum, or should I say maximum profit of 3,440. Okay, with this now we can push, you can end the month with roughly 2,300, and you should be able to withdraw. Now for the next account, which is the 10% max drawdown, you need 40% win rate, and on this you need to make 12 losses, or just a $1,200 maximum loss, and in your profit you need 3,200. With this, you would end the month with roughly $2,000 and you should be able to withdraw. Now, on this particular calculation, you wouldn't actually need to do this very amount. I had to work with this because this makes it a lot easier for you. Okay, this account is very similar to the account that has the 25% max drawdown. Is very similar to it, just as it is also very similar to the account that has 20% mass inconsistency. But if you can work with the calculation of the 25%, then it makes it a lot easier to withdraw on this account. Okay, now for on-demand accounts, 6% max drawdown comes in with 55% win rate. Okay, and on this, it means that you need to entertain maximum of $900 in losses, or should I say 9 losses of the same amount, of equivalent amount, and then you want to close the week with 11 wins. So that means you are coming in with $4,400 in profits. You should wrap up the week with roughly $3,500, and then you can proceed to withdraw. Moving on, next account we will be expecting is the 8%, and on this you want to do roughly 45% win rate, meaning you can have losses of 11 and maximum profits of, or should I say minimum profits of 9. So overall, your losses, you would come in with $1,100, and overall profits, or should I say minimum profits, will be $3,600. This gives you the edge you need to actually withdraw off of this account. And then for the lion in the room, which is the final account, the 10% max drawdown, 80% profit split on demand account that comes with the max inconsistency score of 20%. For these very accounts, using the 1:4 risk to reward, total trades of 20, or should I say total trading days of 20, with the win rate of 30%, you should be able to withdraw. And on this account, risking $100. The reason why we worked with $100 because this is a $100,000 account. If you come from a country like mine, Nigeria, you should be very fine if you're risking just $100 and making $400. Now, this is for the average individual. Overall, if you are doing business, or should I say you have other financial income sources, and you are making more than $500 to $1,000 every single month, then by all means feel free to risk more. But for every starting trader that just got their first $100,000, I will always advise risk $100, so that way you have to lose roughly 100 times to lose the account. Okay, and that will give you a lot more chances. If your risk is less, you will notice that you can make more money on OFP. In the end, less is more. I'm not saying they won't pay you if you have $1 million as your profits. They would, but the TVS can cripple you. So you want to reduce your risk, reduce your wins, make money from this, and then you can probably accumulate accounts from other prop firms to increase your monthly earnings. So with this and a win rate of 20%, you will be permitted to lose 12 times out of 20 days, but the total loss will be 1,200. Profits will be roughly 3,200, and you should end the month with roughly $2,000. So yeah, that is it for all the account types, guys. So I would be doing more on OFP as time continues to go on. I have a community, the TradeWise Global Connect community is a community of traders. We handle both training and teaching. Mentorship is in our mentorship, you get a live account from OFP as part of the training. Yeah. So overall, as we speak, we have about 10 to 20 traders currently that are actually test running, or should I say trading with OFP. And I'll be giving more and more info as my community continues to test out these platforms. So this is Emmanuel, and thank you all for watching. If you have questions, feel free to drop them on the comment section. I would always tend to every single one of them. And then again, my link for signing up on OFP is still in the description. There is a coupon code available for you to get roughly 15% off of every single purchase that you make off of OFP. Requirement is that you click the link for registering an OFP account, sign up for OFP using my link, contact me to get the coupon code, and you should be good to go. Like, subscribe, and follow for more content. Thank you for being on this session.